So growing up, it was my mom, my dad, my older brother Chris. Went to church every Sunday, went to Sunday school, very traditional. We got dressed up every Sunday. We sat in the front pew, very involved in the church. It was like family. We were very close. We used to spend holidays with them. New Year's and Christmases we would spend with our church family. That's the way it was. When I was in 3rd grade, my dad came out of the closet. It was difficult for my family, and although this kind of took our family apart, we remained a family, which was great. But the church looked at it differently, and because we continued to have a relationship with my dad, the church didn't accept us anymore, and they asked us to leave. They asked us not to be members anymore. We were just kind of turned away, and it was really difficult. And it really made me reconsider my relationship with God. And when it came time for those people to have that opportunity to really mirror the true character of Jesus, they didn't. And it was really difficult. It was really hard. And I don't want to say that it's how the church reacted to me that caused me to question things the way I did and lose sight of having a good relationship with Jesus, but it played a big part in it. When I was 15, my oldest stepbrother, Bobby, died in a car accident. That really sent me on a downward spiral. Like, I felt like, why? It doesn't make sense to me. Why would I go through all this, and why would there be this type of pain and suffering? I just felt like my heart was full of anger, and I felt like there was nothing that was going to take that away. If someone could have been there in a spiritual way a little bit better. My parents did the best they could, but as far as the religious side of it, we didn't really have a foundation to lean on, and that was tough. I've reconciled over the past 10 or 12 years that, okay, I do believe in God. He's there. I don't think he cares much about me. Kind of find a better path when I met my wife, and when we got married, we needed a pastor to marry us. So we came to the closest church to our house. The first Sunday we show up is a baptism Sunday. And I remember walking in thinking, do they always have this pool in the middle of the auditorium like this? And it was really cool. And halfway through the baptisms, I look over at my wife and she was crying. So we started attending regularly. We were really blown away by just the way we felt like we weren't judged. You come in and everyone treats you the same. It doesn't matter what you look like. You're welcome here. Regardless of what you believe, we accept you. Doesn't mean we agree with you. We accept you. And I think that if people had looked at it that way, my journey would have looked a little bit different. We came one Sunday and we were sitting there, and my dad actually came with us that Sunday. And Dave was teaching that day. He said something I've never heard him say again. And he was talking about having a relationship with God and things that might make you lose your relationship with God. And he specifically said, well, maybe your brother died in a car accident. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. I knew I had to be there. That's the day I went home and I prayed for forgiveness because I just thought back to all the little thoughts that I had about God not being real and this is a bogus plan and all of that. And I felt ashamed for feeling all that. And then I realized that I was the only one that was feeling that shame. He wasn't shaming me. He was just happy that I was back. Now my wife's a believer and My kids love to be here. My parents started coming back. So it's really brought things together for me. I didn't expect to see him work in my life the way he has, with my family and my kids. And even though I walked in here with my arms up, just, okay, this is where we're gonna keep it. He gave me all this love. I'm just thankful. I'm just so thankful for everything, because I feel like this is my second chance. My marriage is better. I feel like I'm a better friend. I'm a better dad. I'm a better manager at work. I am alive, life changed by Christ. That's what that means. That everything is different.